This is Jason Patrick. Welcome to the Frog Brothers Podcast.
Put that cookie down now!
Did you fuck my mom, Santa Claus? Did you fuck my mom, Santa?
Hallelujah! Holy shit! Holy shit! Where's the Tylenol?
You have a TV? No. I just like to read the TV guide. Read the TV guide. Don't need a TV.
Now, special Christmas. Christmas.
I told you we should have not have seen it.
Over 1,600 titles, each for rent at just $2 the first night, and only...
And for all these reasons, I've decided to scalp you and burn your village to the ground.
Now, I have to kill all of you.
Welcome to the Frog Brothers Podcast with your hosts, Justin and Alec.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
I'll never get tired of that beautiful little intro there, the holidays intro. Mm-hmm. Welcome to another episode of the Frog Brothers Podcast. My name's Justin.
I'm Alec.
And I'm Nick.
We're still the same people we were last week. That's good. We didn't change.
Ooh.
Bodies.
We fear change.
We adapted, though. We're always growing and adapting. Hey, so some fun news in the world. What do you guys want? What do you guys want to start with?
Kirstie Alley.
Fun? I just feel like the president. Yep. All the lights started tingling, and
You punched the president?
Look at me. I look like a schlemiel.
That's one of my favorites. Well, to lighten it up, instead of going directly to Kirstie Alley, I'm going to do some show-offs first. Because that's just too dark for me right now. I found this very, very small Alf candy dispenser from 1987. And it's Alf. Of course I had to buy it.
It's very small.
Thrift store shopping.
Yeah.
Love the goodies you can get.
Well, hello. Why do I feel like I'm not hearing a lot of noise in here?
Turn your
Hello.
mic up.
I did. Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right, a couple VHS tapes. Not another teen movie.
Ooh, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
But it is another teen movie.
Exactly. Molly Ringwald talking about masturbating in this movie is pretty cool. And Chris Evans, everybody is going on about Chris Evans. He's hot. And,
He's America's ass.
Is that the movie where he does the whipped cream bikini?
Steve Rogers. And I also got the Gargoyles movie, The Heroes Awaken. Nice. New on video. Free inside. Interactive VCR board game from Disney Animators.
Are we going to play that?
No.
Why not?
Because the pieces are probably not there. Let's be honest.
But if they are...
The game board of Manhattan Streets is there. It's like a poster.
Nice.
Thought about getting it framed because it was kind of cool. Some of the pieces are there, but I don't know if they're all there. So
Just some of them. What else you got?
What else you got in there? I got the novelization based on the motion picture from TriStar Pictures, based on the screenplay written by Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich. Godzilla. And this is one of those classics that has the pictures on the inside.
Oh, in the middle of the spine where they got the glossy photo books. Yeah, I love that.
That'll help you sleep.
Any of the old Broderick?
I hope so.
Hank Azaria? Nope, no well, there he is, but he's very hard to make out.
Let's face it, this movie would have been a lot better had it been Ferris Bueller meets Godzilla.
Pretty much. Well, but it has Godzilla and Baby Godzilla little logos on the back, which is cool because, Baby Godzilla's in there.
Oh, yeah.
I had to pick it up because I like that movie, like, in a weird way.
You got a little gift pack here, too. What'd you get?
Yeah, Horror Pack sent me these, and I already opened them up on my TikTok. But
Where can they find you on TikTok?
Ectoviolence, which is what is under my name on the screen.
Ectoviolins?
Ectoviolins.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it's rectal violins.
Yeah, rectal violins, yeah. You put strings in your butt and try to play an instrument.
They sent me 4 Blu-rays, horror Blu-rays. That's what Horror Pack is. First one being It, which I already have, so I'm giving this to Nick because he requested it. Before the Fire is one that I have not seen yet.
Oh, yeah.
It's a 2020 movie about a pandemic.
Let me see. She's wearing a mask.
This pack also comes with an exclusive Blu-ray. So it's the Horror Pack Limited Edition Blu-ray for It Hatched, which is a 2022 movie.
Nice.
I'll eventually have to watch this. It's from Iceland, it looks like, which is interesting. I'm always down for some indie Icelandic horror.
Well, I was going to say, I just love the indie horror there's a lot on Netflix. And if you watch enough fucking closed captioning like we do, watching shit subtitled in the native language is fucking walk in the park, Kazansky.
And Annabelle Comes Home, which I haven't seen any of the Annabelle movies. But I guess I'll have to at some point.
She doesn't do a fucking thing.
So, pretty cool there.
She doesn't come home?
Doesn't do anything.
Well, that's dumb. Why do they call it Annabelle Comes
there.
Home if she doesn't come home?
Someone brought her home.
Come home.
And I picked up the NECA Gremlins accessory pack.
Very nice.
Cool.
Has gremlin accessories.
That's the only one I want right now. That way I can get a regular gremlin in that, since Gizmo's sized to the gremlins that way.
Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
All right. And my pickups, I don't really have any because it's holiday season. I'm buying shit for other people, and I bought a PS5 recently, so.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Neither do I.
It's Christmas for us all year.
Well, I know.
You're a mean one.
That's why when people ask me, like, what do you want? I'm like, I usually buy whatever the fuck I want for myself whenever the fuck I want because I'm me. If I don't love me, then who the fuck else is going to love me? I have to show the amount of love that I love myself so other people can understand the love that I have.
Do it.
Although this shirt is new, I did get this at the Clerks 3 Inconvenience Store.
Is this the first time you've worn it on the program?
Yes, it is. It's highly offensive shirts. I love these offensive shirts. They're great.
You
want to switch over the news?
Would you like?
Would you like to switch over the news?
Breaking news today.
Take your pants off instead.
Breaking news today. First of all, Kirstie Alley died.
No, that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about first. Somebody fucking died, Nick. And you just want to talk about the one thing that everyone in the Ghostbusters community is already talking about.
5 minutes.
But luckily,
motherfucker, that's right.
we reviewed 2 of her movies this year. Just most recently, Look Who's Talking.
And for my birthday, we reviewed her first movie, Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan.
Exactly. I'm thinking we might have to go with the Look Who's Talking too, just to do a nod to her, but I don't know. We got a lot. We got a lot of stuff programmed.
I think we should do a little ode to Kirstie Alley to have a little music lined up.
Yeah, it's titty time.
That's the best I can do on such short notice, Kirstie. At one point, you were worth fapping to.
She showed her boobs
for sure.
Something. I looked it up one day.
She
As
did?
a human, yeah, you were. So
I was gonna say, did she do a topless scene?
Yeah, at least once, I think.
Well, I guess
I'm
that's
just trying to lighten the
appropriate.
mood. I'm sorry, it's dark. Gets me depressed thinking about it. I'm not trying to be like an asshole. I'm just thinking like I'm just trying to lighten the mood.
Like I said earlier, maybe she fly in with Xenu and the Galactic Confederation.
Yeah, that was a bummer to hear. I'm like, I'm not the biggest Kirstie Alley fan, but anytime someone's been there doing that, you just feel you get a feel for them.
Tell us about your first time watching a Kirstie Alley movie.
It would have been Look Who's Talking.
Probably.
Yeah, and it starts off much like this.
Yeah?
There's some fornication going on. There's some sperm swimming down the alley.
Can we do episode
to
by
the
episode of
egg.
Veronica's Closet?
That sperm is swimming. It's ready
Be
to
amazing.
raid.
Check out our review of Look Who's Talking. We just did it a few weeks ago.
The hell is this?
Who's talking?
It's a hat to a gremlin.
Oh, yeah. I have that.
Now.
Yeah.
I have that, actually.
Yeah.
Can you sing along?
Why is it over here?
Nick.
You're fucking ruining
This is
the
not-
vibe, man.
yeah, this is your-
this fucking.
This is
a
why
little
somebody
groove.
just shut the podcast off right then and there.
They
Yeah.
probably shut it off when we're saying sexual things about a woman who just died.
No, they probably thought that was hilarious, and then they got bored.
Some of them did.
If
we're
not,
all gonna die someday. Do what you want with my grave, but I intend to get cremated. So good luck with that.
Check out our review of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. The Wrath. It was my first time seeing it. It was my first time jerking it to it. Kirstie Alley's boobie.
All right. I feel like that's enough of that song. All right. And then the big news that everyone's talking about, if you like Ghostbusters, and if you're here, you probably do.
The Flash moved up a week.
Fuck.
hold on. Wait, I have one for that.
June 16th.
Who gives a fucking shit?
Yeah, David Lynch said it best when he said, "Who gives a fucking shit?" Can't believe they're releasing that movie, yet they canceled fucking Batgirl.
Fucking A, man.
I'm just joining in on you.
I mean, that's just what I've got to say about that.
Yeah.
So The Flash moves up in June to ruin the month of June.
It was still in June.
Yeah, but it was going to ruin like 1 week of June. Now it's going to ruin several weeks of June.
That movie will be epic.
Yeah, it's going to be epic, all right, because you're
It's
paying
gonna be
some fucking
amazing.
scumbag to...
They're all scumbags in Hollywood.
Yeah, but this guy's... Sorry, this person
He
is
has
terrible.
a
I had to
mental,
correct myself.
He has a mental illness.
They have a mental illness, I believe. is
They
what we
have
meant
a
to
mental
say.
illness.
Yes, let's get this
Everyone
right.
in Hollywood.
What a wiener.
And Kanye's in the news.
Yeah,
it is.
that's a whole other fucking next level of... Well, if you need help...
Actually, just so you know, we do have a special guest waiting out there.
Oh, we do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are we doing that?
Yeah, I think we are. I think he showed up late and he's been kind of like, saying some weird shit about Hitler out there, but we might have a guest in tonight. So, I mean...
Oh, the door's locked, so I gotta go unlock it.
Well,
Yeah, and then,
go greet the guest. God damn it. Quit playing with toys, Nick.
make sure he's nice and warm and has a coat on or something,
Yeah.
so that, Yeah, that works. Make sure he wears that, for because it's cold.
Something, yeah, make sure he's got a long sleeve jacket on because it's cold out. It's wintertime.
I mean,
Can you believe that
I
shit?
can't believe this is happening right now on our podcast. It's pretty like people would kill to have this guest on their podcast.
I feel like I could kill myself for having this guest on our podcast.
True.
Actually, we probably can't say that on YouTube, so no, I have no feelings of harming myself. That was a poorly placed, timed joke. Sorry.
Absolutely.
Should have thought that through. My bad.
All right. Whoa, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for Kanye West.
Thank you for having me on your program.
Yeah, so
what's it like being a well-known musician that all of a sudden had a mental breakdown?
No, I didn't have a mental breakdown. I'm a genius.
What was it like knowing that
Are we all related?
Pete Davidson
All names are
used
West.
your ex-wife's garage?
Hmm?
And by garage, I mean her garage.
You talking about a booty?
Yes. 3-car stall.
did you run out of Yoo-hoo?
Oh, I love you. Who you got some?
I do not, but
Is this a Hitler microphone?
Hey, can I ask you what your favorite book
yeah, it
is?
actually is. Hitler design. See, right across the name, it's a Hitler 96.
Hitler invented the highway. That's how I got here.
Yeah.
Didn't he call it the Autobahn, I believe?
Autobahn.
The Autobahn, I think, as he pronounced it.
That's German.
So
Yeah.
what kind of car do you drive now? Yay?
A Benz.
A Benz.
So I noticed you don't have a security around you lately. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, what happened with that?
They're outside in the bins.
Oh, really? There's been lots of posts online I've seen of Kanye walking around without security, like he's almost like,
Well, you can't see them, but they're there.
You know that time you walked around with those big boots on?
Yeah. Those
Was that in any way, shape, or form inspired by the Mario Brothers video game series?
No.
Oh, I always
You
thought
mean
it
that
was.
the little green boot that the Goomba was in?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I thought that inspired you to wear the giant boots. It didn't?
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with the mask lately? I noticed that's a thing. You were on the Alex Jones show recently, and that was pretty controversial. You said you liked Hitler. So I just want to give you an opportunity to clarify what you meant by that. Did you probably meant,
I just say I love everybody.
right?
Oh, you
But-
love
but
everyone
elaborate on
equally?
that.
Yeah, could you elaborate?
Well,
Tell us?
everybody has something to contribute. Hitler was a great artist. He had some nice paintings of dogs.
I did not know that. Thanks for
And
sharing.
he invented the microphone. In the highway.
And there's anything else he invented? Or is he just like a one-time inventor, two-time inventor?
We invented Yoo-hoo.
He invented Yoo-hoo.
Mm-hmm. Chocolatey delicious Yoo-hoo.
No wonder. That checks out.
Chocolatey delicious. Why don't you have any for me?
We didn't. This was last minute. They kind of don't stock it out here. There's a lot of
We do have some urine from a very dehydrated human being, though.
It's a the only market near us is it's a Jewish-run supermarket, so they don't carry that.
Well, the Jews don't want Yoo-hoo.
They don't carry the Yoo-hoo.
The Jews don't like Yoo-hoo.
They carry the off-brand called Yahoo.
Yahweh?
Yahweh who?
Yahweh who?
Yeah. You should start your own brand called Yehoo. Or Yehoo.
Yehoo. I like to be called Ye. Did you call me Ye on the way in here?
Yes, we did. We said, hey, it's Ye.
I think you said Kanye.
We definitely didn't say it's Kanye West.
Oh, we were talking about the Star Trek guy, Khan, and Ye. You know, we were just talking about him a minute ago in the Kirstie Alley movie he was in.
Well, I love Khan. He had a lot of good things to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was a futuristic man, wasn't he?
What do you think about Jeffrey Dahmer?
See, Khan was a successor to Hitler because he would believed in, eugenics too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He was a Superman.
Super.
Exactly. Well, give us some more takes. Give us some more. Keep talking. I don't know how to prompt you here, Kanye, but
yeah, what gets you going? What gets you out of bed in the morning?
Well, who's y'all's manager? Is it a Jew?
We don't actually have a manager right now.
I've never been able to figure out how to tell if someone's Jewish or not.
Don't get
so
one.
I don't know.
They have a.
You have to look at their penis.
Is it circumcised?
Yeah. You got to check on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's where the term foreskin shadowing comes from.
Yeah, you said foreskin shadowing all the time.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna sing a song.
Okay. Oh no, he's gonna Ye, a special performance by Ye, ladies and gentlemen.
Hold on, do you need some background music for this?
No, I'm not. You guys aren't paying me, so I'm not gonna sing.
Oh, okay.
Well, you don't usually sing, do you? You're more of a hip hop artist, though.
It's R&B, definitely
an R&B singer.
Definitely genre bending genius, if I do say so myself. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I could sing "Gay Fish."
Self-declared.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it. Give us a bar.
I'm a gay fish.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Okay, great.
#1 hit.
The gay fish. All right. I guess it was the happiest fish alive.
I like fish sticks in my mouth.
No, that checks out.
Oh, yeah. What do you like to dip your fish sticks in? What do you dip your fish sticks in before you put them in your mouth?
Tartar sauce.
Tartar sauce is white. Do you know that?
I'm white.
So who's this Nick Fuentes character you've been hanging out with?
Oh, I don't know. Just a friend.
Like Biz Markie, just a friend, or
you know that he frequently uses the N-word on his streams, right?
Well, there's two kinds. Well, some are and some aren't.
Okay.
That checks out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do any impersonations of famous Jewish people for us while you're here?
Like who?
I don't know. On the fucking Alex Jones show, you were holding up a little stick doll puppet thing and impersonating.
You mean of Netanyahu?
Sure.
Netanyahu?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm Netanyahu, and I'm gonna follow you home and kill you, Kanye.
Hey, what do you think about O.J. Simpson? Do you have any signed memorabilia from him?
Guilty.
Guilty of what?
Murder.
He wasn't convicted.
Don't matter.
Interesting.
He was funny in Naked Gun, though.
I agree with that. Yeah, Naked Gun, he was pretty good in there before he decided to
murder his wife.
I still don't believe there's any evidence of that.
Ex-wife.
Speaking of your wife, how's she doing?
Fuck you.
Well, we didn't fuck her yet. I mean, if you're into that, I suppose we could make another tape.
That might explain a lot. Were you and Kim into the whole hot wifing? I don't want to call you a cuckold, but maybe the hot wife situation is more your speed, maybe.
Yeah.
Unless you were into cuckolding. Let's hear about it.
We don't kink shame around here, yeah, so if that's your thing.
How big do you think Pete Davidson's dick is?
Rumor is it's 10 inches.
Well, mine's 11.
Because, I believe it was you who said it was 10 inches that I heard it from on a podcast.
Well, that's what she said.
Oh, okay. Well, that checks out.
But
Big Michael Scott fan?
Mine's 11. Michael Scott.
11? 11 what?
Inches.
This dick goes up to 11.
Oh. Oh, you're a Spinal Tap fan. That makes so much sense, yay. I never knew. Yours goes up to 11, huh?
No white boy got 10-inch dick.
But I don't identify as white.
Not you.
I identify as European American.
I didn't think any of your accent was offensive till you said the white boy line, and then it went south.
Yeah, that's that.
How can it be offensive?
I don't know, yay. But, actually, oh, look, I think there's some, Yoo-hoo out there.
Where, in the fridge?
Yeah, I think we got some Yoo-hoo in the fridge.
Okay.
Hey, Nick, if you're not doing anything constructive, fetch me my stogie from the living room.
Stogie?
Yep. That, and ladies and gentlemen, that was,
I'm gonna go get some Yoo-hoo.
That was yay.
Yoo-hoo.
I think Ye's drunk walking out of here.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely an interesting guy.
If you ever have the opportunity, I'd highly recommend you spend a few hours.
I can't believe what this is going to do for our podcast. It's going to get some.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
I think Ye was just ejected.
Hey, Nick? Nick, are you all right over there? What happened? Did he show you the 11-inch?
He tried to take all our Yoo-hoo.
Fucking typical. I'm going to trademark that Yahoo before he can.
You should.
So, how was your shit or whatever you did?
Yeah, what were you doing?
Well, there's only 3 chairs and microphones in here.
True.
Were you fluffing one of his security guards?
No, they're outside in the bins.
Why do you have peanut butter there? And why is Booger licking his lips?
There's Booger.
I think that's about all the news. And that's our guest for today. We're going to move on to this movie review?
But we didn't talk about Ghostbusters 5.
Oh, I guess we can do that.
Yeah, so Gil Kinnan...
As we already predicted and pretty much knew in the back of our minds.
Yeah.
Here at the Frog Bros podcast.
Was officially announced as the director of the next Ghostbusters motion picture. It's always funny.
People are like, yeah, he directed Monster House. But you know what they don't say? He directed the remake of Poltergeist. Just saying. Just saying.
But he co-wrote Afterlife.
Yeah.
And,
I'm just throwing a little wrench out in the tire there.
And then
That's
Jason
all.
Reitman will be producing and co-writing this one with another guy that I've never heard of.
Spoiling Fun's one of my...
No, they have a third co-writer in this round?
I couldn't really find him on Instagram, but it was in the article.
I couldn't really find him on Instagram, so I followed him home, forced him into his own trunk.
Yeah, I mean, this decision
asked him
makes
about
sense.
Ghostbusters 5.
We talked about this a while back at, Ghostbusters Day this year?
His name is Jason Blumenfeld. Let me see if I can find his credits.
I mean, the fact that he worked on the original, the original and the sequel series, Afterlife, right? Makes sense. He helped write it. He's Jason's writing partner.
I'm still stoked. I'm just like also, I don't know. You know what I mean? A little bit of me is just, we'll see.
They said they got the same cast coming back, so that is intriguing to me because I was wondering what they're going to do with story, so at least they're going to have something to do with it. Means transplanting the young part of the cast, which I enjoyed the most from Afterlife, right?
Well, McKenna Grace's character is going to be 17 when they film, or she is herself.
Yeah, she said that, yeah.
So my prediction is that she's going to be going to college.
Columbia,
because she's
probably, yeah.
graduated early because she's a fucking genius.
She could already have graduated from college if they want to go super
She
genius.
could have. There's a lot of options there. Depends on how they want to play it. But, I mean, I do think this is a solid choice for a director because he already knows the franchise. He's already worked with it. And then...
Yeah, you take away Jason, this is a good option if you still want to maintain the type of movie that you did last time, I feel like.
If you want to maintain, that level of story, right, I feel like since they've been writing together for a while, like no matter which one of them directed this, it's going to have similar vibe. Jason's going to produce it, so you know he's going to be on set to some degree, especially in New York. So I feel like there's a lot of things there that's going to make this an enjoyable film. But they got to get things moving quick if this is going to come out in just over a year.
Yeah, like almost exactly a year from now.
So, but that makes sense, though. The media is going to start rolling on this as they get ready to shoot. I imagine they'll have an early spring shoot. And hell, they could do it in even a winter shoot, depending on what time of year this movie takes place. So,
yeah.
Well, having different directors might not be a bad thing. You know, they bring their own take to it and have fresh ideas. So
no, and as long as you kind of have somebody kind of doing some maintenance to the story, like I feel like that's what Star Wars messed up so bad, and they've kind of course corrected with things on the TV series side, is they have a little bit better idea what they want to do. So I think having this kind of
having a plan,
having a plan helps.
They didn't have a plan.
Yeah,
they pretended to.
Anyway, what else is new? What else is going on? I'm bored with this.
You're bored with Ghostbusters?
Well, just because
everyone's fucking talked about it, everyone's made gigantic posts about it. It's
I don't
one of
think
those things.
I already saw it coming. I feel like we already had these conversations pretty much preemptively.
And I don't think Afterlife was so good that we got to have the same director to
that's
keep
the thing.
that level of quality.
No.
No, I'm honestly okay with another director. I think it's exciting to have
think it has
somebody
the
on there.
potential to be a better movie.
Well, yeah,
than
because
Afterlife.
if they do some
new shit,
more new.
Your biggest fucking hurdle is out of the way. Like, how do you explain what happened to Egon? Okay, well, we've got that taken care of. How do you explain what happened to the other guys?
Ghost
not doing
Egon's
this
just a
full-time?
character in the next movie.
Yeah, he's just hanging out.
Right. No, he descended into the stars, whatever that means.
Unless another actor dies, and they're like, "Oh no, how are we going to get a whole movie about that?"
I don't think they're going to go that route. I think they kind of
I know
took care of that business. But yeah, speaking of death, we're going to talk about the movie Violent Night.
Oh, we were talking about that.
Fuck it.
We're going to talk about Violent Night.
A child. A brand new film. We don't
Brand new
We don't
film.
do these a lot.
David Harbour playing Santa Claus.
Now, what's he in?
He's most famously known for the reboot of the Hellboy.
Oh.
Actually, I think he's most famously known as the villain in the Seth Rogen vehicle Green Hornet. One of the villains, anyway.
Was he?
He's one of the
I don't
villains.
remember if I ever watched that.
I think he's a politician type guy. He's in that, though.
And he was in Black Widow.
He was in Black Widow.
Was he in anything else?
Yeah, he's in plenty of shit. He's also been in plays.
Plays.
On fucking Broadway and shit in New York? Yeah.
Yeah, he's
motherfucker's
prolific.
known.
Mm-hmm. No TV show credits? Or?
I don't know. Stranger Things is a fucking TV show.
Damn it.
You just named it.
We weren't going to mention it. You ruined the bit.
We didn't ruin anything, Nick.
It wasn't too much of a
smart
bit. It was, it was all right.
People are home like, Stranger Things, it's the greatest show ever.
Oh.
Stranger Things.
It's good. I just thought I would bring up the fucking Hellboy reboot because they really fucked him on that one. But
they fucked him.
Some people get just.
You sure they didn't fuck Ron Perlman?
Ron Perlman's doing just fine on money.
Could have had a third one. What do you mean they didn't pay him for?
Well, it was their fault for putting out a Hellboy movie thinking anyone gave a shit.
Yeah, because how did the first two do?
Well, yeah. Why are you rebooting that already?
Only people who really like Hellboy gave a fuck. I never saw either of the other Hellboys. Who gives a fuck?
I saw.
There was Nazis in the first one.
Wait, I might have seen the second one.
I saw the second one because Seth MacFarlane did a voice in it.
Yeah, that might have been why
I was like, oh, I'll check that out.
That might be why I saw that.
I'm not sure
one.
I've seen any of the second one.
Saw that one in theaters when I lived in Arizona. So Violent Night. So I saw this at the theater.
Thank
well,
God.
All three of us saw it at the theater because that's the only way to watch it, Justin.
Of course.
God damn it.
We 100% saw it in the theater.
All three of us.
Yes, Nick and Alex saw it at the
Justin
theater.
bought our tickets.
And
so we didn't have to pay anything.
It's best to stay out of other people's affairs.
Went to a matinee showing, so I saved some money.
Yeah, we all went to the matinee.
Yeah. I went in the afternoon.
We got up early.
You guys getting up before noon's funny.
I get up before noon.
I know when you got events you do.
Everything you're doing is bad.
I get up around
I
11.
want you to know this.
So you guys didn't like this movie. Or did you?
I didn't I didn't dislike it, but I didn't. It's not the best Christmas movie ever made, like a lot of morons like to say.
Yeah, I didn't hate it. I just wasn't. I was expecting something better.
I will say this. The fucking social media hype train for this, everyone was like,
Well,
oh, this movie's amazing.
I think that's part of the problem. I mean, the trailer made it look good as well, and got a lot of hype. It was the best Christmas movie ever, which I didn't think it was going to be.
It's not true.
because Christmas Vacation exists.
Yes. Yes, it does.
I knew that wasn't going to beat that. Come on.
Now, it's funny that Beverly D'Angelo comes back for a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just wishing, like, imagine how good
she's more machine than man.
Violent Night could have been had it been a fucking Vacation sequel. Them playing the Griswolds.
If it was anything like this movie, I still would have thought it sucked dick. To be fair.
Well, the things, let's talk about, there's a few things I actually really, truly enjoyed about this movie. I had fun when I was there, but there was some editing in this movie where I was just like, get to the fucking point. It seemed like it was it nearly 2 hours? It felt like it should have been an hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 20 tops. And it was nearly 2 hours.
David Harbour did a good job, okay? First of all, we'll start there. He did a good, as drunken, burnt-out Santa.
And I loved it when he fucking vomits all over the lady at the bar leaving.
Yeah.
That was fucking glorious.
That was fun. It was like, okay, this will be funny, but then that comedy didn't, like, it wasn't coming often enough for it to, like, sustain that and earn that type of comedy.
It feels like it had a different comedy tone in the beginning that didn't really...
The opening act was way different as far as the vibes go, but this movie changes vibes too many times, which is my biggest complaint about it.
But then I was, thinking Bad Santa, and I was thinking Fat Man with...
I like the puke being steaming.
Yeah, that was
well
well
it was really
done.
cold out.
Yeah, exactly. It checks out.
And him drinking. Now, I liked how he's going around looking at drinks and making drinks later on throughout the movie, too.
People's houses.
Yeah. I thought that was great.
Skim milk.
Complaining about the milk and, like,
They make
gagging on it.
They make a Home Alone reference, and you got to wonder, is this going to pay off later?
Is there going to be a whole scene ripping off Home Alone?
Well, as they blatantly tell you in the
Or a
advertising,
whole movie, you mean?
It's Home Alone meets Die Hard. No, you motherfuckers. This is Home Alone meets Die Hard 2.
Pretty much.
Snowmobiles.
As we also just reviewed that, check
An
it out.
outside building. Yeah, and I got to say, I think Die Hard 2 is a better picture than this overall.
Way better.
Oh, yeah.
By fucking miles. Just John McClane alone
Yeah.
fucking takes that movie.
Okay, just don't want to be on the same
That's what
page.
I said. I
there.
don't think this was very creative and didn't do
Well, that's what I'm saying.
anything interesting.
For me,
with
it felt like, other than David Harbour being the star, and he's a star now, it felt like 2009-ish to me. Like, this would come out against Zombieland and flop.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it just didn't...
John Leguizamo did a great job for the parts he was in, but his part, like, he just never had enough backstory to really give a shit why.
That's what he was given, right?
And I feel like he shouldn't have just been cast as a villain. People do that too much. And I've heard of him literally complain about it before, but, he needs work and shit, I'm sure, too. He likes to work,
Yeah.
so...
And in concept, this movie sounds like really different.
right.
For a violent Christmas movie.
I'm not
okay.
trying to speak for the guy, but,
Yeah. Some of the violence in this movie is amazing. Now, in the Home Alone, like, rehash stuff, like, hey, yeah, we can see all these props, and then where the girl cuts the saw stare in half, and he fucking gets that nail through his jaw. That was fucking amazing. That was probably
Go ahead.
one of my favorite scenes in the movie.
This fucking dad is a terrible dad, and he's, like, trying to literally only impress his wife by how he's treating his daughter. He's not actually trying to treat his daughter well, and he doesn't understand that. He's just a fucking piece of shit.
Everybody in this movie is a piece of shit besides the fucking gate guy that gets killed early
Well,
on.
and the little girl's fine, but I just don't give a fuck about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like any of the characters.
I liked Santa.
Santa was the best.
And John
one.
Leguizamo was the second best, and that's just because I'm a Leguizamo stan.
Yeah.
And the way the trailer was better than the movie, right?
That's what I said. The trailer made it look better, yeah.
This is one of those movies where you get bamboozled because the trailer actually was a great cut of this movie, but there's still some fun things that happened in it, but it was just way too fucking long for what it did.
They did some things that I was like, okay, this is annoying and on the nose, and maybe if you made a comedy bit out of it, it would work. But, for example, I want mommy and daddy to get back together. Are you fucking kidding me? You really wrote that in a movie and thought it was a good idea? You really wrote that down? Really?
And that's the tonal change I'm talking about, right? We get Santa Claus that's hilarious at the beginning because he's disgruntled, wants to give up work. And then it changes tone so many times. Like, it wants to, like, weave in this, like, wholesome Christmas story about
This should have
family
been
and
more
love.
like Psycho Gorman.
Yes.
In the terms of how it's still wholesome, but it's fucked up like wholesome.
Yes. That was where they didn't carry that comedy throughout there.
No.
Like David Harbour gets
Well,
so sad, and then they try to create
They
this
would've
whole.
needed a different writer for that.
And then they try
Clearly.
to create this whole backstory that Santa was what is he? What are they portraying him as? Right? Are they trying to say he was a Viking at some point in time?
Well, then they stuck this online.
Basically.
They stuck this online gambling commercial in the middle of it out of nowhere. I didn't know what that was about.
Yeah, that was weird. Especially being in the theater and seeing that and looking around and nobody else recognized it.
Words
like,
kept popping
acknowledging
up
it.
on the screen. I was like, what the that was some weird.
The French
artistic
subtitles
choices.
were weird too.
Yeah, I'm not French.
I'm not either. We're not in Quebec either.
Just really weird artistic choices.
For sure. Like, well, it also just looked bad. It looked like it was shot already from a camera, and I was viewing that camera footage. You know what I mean?
Well, the focus kept
like
going,
that's how bad it looked.
The focus kept going in and
in
out
the theater.
In the beginning, so.
Yeah.
I like him stepping on the reindeer shit. I thought that was funny, and that's a stupid, simple, dumb joke, but I like,
Yeah.
I liked his
like that.
interactions with the reindeer. Watched the whole movie with them.
I like him eating all the cookies and how he's interacting with the cookies and the snacks, and he's like judging them and shit.
They will him back to life. I mean, the
Maybe they
tone
didn't-
changes just too many fucking times in this movie. Like,
Maybe
just-
they didn't play up the Santa tropes enough. Maybe.
Or here's the thing: all of the fucking bad guys having the
Elf
wristwatches
costumes?
with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fucking red snowflake lighting up. Like, what
That
the
was their
fuck is wrong with you?
That was their signal that
Really?
to go.
It's the bad guy bat signal of the Santa Claus.
Was
violent
this written
night.
by a 10-year-old?
Did they ever pay off the code name thing? Because remember they all had code names in the beginning. Like, are we going to use this all night? Did that ever pay off in any
I don't
way?
think so.
I don't think so.
No,
either.
that was just instead of calling him other stuff, and then okay, whatever.
I thought that would have paid off somehow. Maybe. But.
Oh, I
No.
loved that when the kids, Grandma, your Wi-Fi's not fucking working, and she looks at the parents and says, "I begged you to beat him."
Yeah,
She
that
has
was
some funny
probably
shit.
her funniest line, and she was Beverly D'Angelo does a good job in there, but
She's not very emotive though.
too many emotional changes. And then the guy the guy that's the model boyfriend, like he's a fucking.
Well, at least he
nitwit.
got it.
You know what?
He did a better job though, just by being the dumb.
I kind of like
good-looking guy.
I liked to dislike him a little bit, and then he got his comeuppance. So
I did not. I just kind of was cringy.
he got shot.
Let's see.
Well, it was like
The icicle death was cool. The guy falling
Yeah.
on the icicle, but like
when he got pushed out the window or knocked out the window. That
Yeah.
falls short to the icicle deaths from last week's films.
Well, then the woman stabs that guy with an icicle too, right? At one point.
Again, they're like watch Die Hard 2 and Terminator, and not Terminator. They
That's
may as
what I
well.
think.
watch
Jack
Terminator.
Frost 2.
I think
Yeah.
this was all ideas they got from other movies. I didn't really see too much original.
I mean,
Well, like even the fights, those were honestly the most boring parts until they got gory for me.
well, and then the whole. Yeah, the fights once
thought-
you're killing people and it's a bloody fucking mess, then it's fun.
I thought the flashbacks were kind of a beginning of an interesting idea.
I thought they were gonna do more of that, like explain
Where
some
he's
of
like
that, like it
1,000
just
or-
randomly only once flashed back to him
Where he was
looking
like a
all
Viking
Vikingly.
or yeah.
Yeah, there's two flashback scenes where he's doing it right, and they go to it twice. And you're like, the second time, you're like, oh, you're gonna explain like how you became this Santa Claus. Not that it fucking matters, but that almost seemed like a cheap ripoff to like show like that is its own movie, and you're like, no.
Another cringy thing is the walkie-talkie idea that he has, like, oh, you can talk to Santa. I'm just trying to fuck your mom again and get her to fuck me again.
After
That's all he's doing. He gives no fucks about that child.
Yeah, and the whole family is scumbags though, and they're all trying to steal and rob from each other. And she's like, "I'm proud of you because you would have done what I would have done."
The idea of the villains on the naughty list, I like that. That's fun. Could have been done a little bit better. I don't like the whole magic nothing in there.
The
If
digital
it was paper that was magic, I would have kind of liked it a little bit more. I don't know why.
The digital scroll just didn't make sense because Santa had no other tech. Like his sleigh looked fucking ancient. Had that matched up with other stuff, it would have been cool. But you could have just had a fucking scrolling thing on paper, make it look like.
I thought they were gonna really squash that guy's balls too.
They should have. I would have
Right in
fucking
front of his
really enjoyed
daughter.
that. Yeah. And I thought they're gonna do that to the little guy when they killed him later on. I was like, oh, they're gonna squash his balls now, and they didn't. I was like,
Go
God
check
damn
out
it.
that little guy.
Yeah. Why didn't you squash his nuts? And they break his finger, and that guy magically has no fucking pain for a broken, fucking, twisted up finger the rest of the movie.
Yeah, and Santa has self-surgery scene like the fucking Terminator. That's all I could think of is the Terminator like carving his
Yeah.
fucking skin up.
Yeah, he sews himself up there, and he's biting that. You're like, okay.
I said, okay, sentimental blah. That's not hitting anymore. And
No,
then I
none
wrote
of
The sentimental stuff didn't work at all, ever.
No, none of it worked in this movie.
Because he didn't like any of the characters.
What's this quote? I remember it being funny, but it's parts of Asia. What is that? There's something there.
Someone said parts. Oh.
Aren't they referring to like the tradition, the names around the world of Santa Claus?
I can't remember what it was.
I can't remember it. It was something funny.
Yeah.
I should have written more context. And then I just wrote, "This is falling flat." Die Hard 2 vibes when all the fucking snowmobiles came out.
And they turned out to be the bad guys, right? That was ripped.
I know.
It was like, oh my god, you couldn't even let
Same
this do
similar
its thing.
outfits too and everything.
It's-
And then I wrote, "I'm over it." Ice skate kills though. I'm the only guy who's ever taken off his skate and tried to stab somebody.
But then they also try to make this a Thor movie by having him use a fucking hammer.
Yeah.
What'd they call his stupid hammer too?
Skull Crusher. I
Skull
think.
Crusher,
That was
yeah.
Not even that original.
Like, oh god, is this a fucking Thor villain? Come
I
on.
lost so much interest that I was kind of, I don't even remember that.
Well, I was
happening, so.
at the theater, so I didn't have any choice but to watch.
You were fucking sitting there, Clockwork Orange style.
I was.
Well, when you're in the, well, we were all in the theater, but when you're in the theater,
True.
you're a little more focused on the movie, whereas you can't really look at your phone. And,
Yeah, no, that's not what I was saying.
But if you're a rude person in the theater like us that look at your phone and tell each other how stupid it is.
Yeah, so some of the violence is really fun. Like the little Home Alone nod, I didn't mind because it was fun and more violent than the original Home Alone. That made sense. But the whole Die Hard 2,
I like the girl getting
From
her
the
brains
page.
smashed in. That's fun
Yeah.
when he kills her.
They didn't show that. though.
Christmas dies tonight.
Yes, yes.
Exactly.
I meant to make a
Evil
note of
dies
it.
tonight.
That had to have been deliberate, right?
You would think so.
That had
That
to
was
be
the other
deliberate.
thing. Like they try to make this an action movie, but it works. It would have worked a lot better as a horror picture. Like that little girl should have been the final girl. Her parents should have died too, and Santa should have fucking died at the end.
Santa
the hero.
should be actually Santa killing people, not someone dressed as Santa.
Yes.
But vendetta, like, all right, I'm sick of these motherfuckers. I'm cleansing the earth.
He just fucking he goes.
He's
he's
killing
like,
children.
God, yeah, God told me to kill the naughty list, right?
I think we just made a movie.
better than this one. Now, would you watch this movie?
The
again?
blood fountain chimney I like when he sucks him up with the his magic.
yeah, at the fucking end. Yeah, that was great.
Killed
That's
Leguizamo,
fun.
yeah. Couldn't see it too clearly.
Although their battle was fucking lengthy and boring as hell.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many scenes in this movie.
Like, they
that
may as
were
well be
way too
sword
long.
fighting with umbrellas. I don't give a fuck what's happening here.
Did you ask us if we'd watch it again?
Yeah, would you watch this again?
Yeah. In high definition.
Maybe.
Not that I didn't watch it in high definition, but
Maybe.
I'll give it another go.
If it's free somewhere,
Sometimes I
streaming
like
later on,
movies
I'll
a lot
probably
better the
check it out.
second time.
It's possible.
Well, for me, I know what I'm getting into, so I can just focus
Yeah,
on
the
enjoying
high
it.
anticipation is gone now. So.
Because the trailer for this was amazing, right? And that set the bar pretty high. And
I
then
mean,
you
I
get
want
in
my
there.
money back a little bit.
That $10.
Well, with tax and
the popcorn.
online fees, yeah.
Shit's expensive.
I had to get a pee and miss part of it.
So what was the dumbest part of the movie?
The beginning, when it started.
I thought you liked the beginning.
I'm
The
just
beginning was
saying,
the best part.
starting the movie was definitely where they failed.
Not the online casino.
As
ad.
soon as the reindeers flew off into the wind, the movie went downhill from there.
They went to get a spare bag.
No, I meant like leaving the bar where Santa's actually with them.
I thought you meant when they left.
It's
when
all
they left
downhill
him.
after that.
I kind of liked it when they left him. I thought that was kind of funny.
It feels like this movie got censored by, to try to get their R rating. It's like,
Well, that's why I said when they smashed that woman's head, they didn't even show that.
I feel like they should have just gone fucking balls to the wall over the top and just done the straight to home video. That way they didn't have to fucking rate it. Because then they could have been as violent as they wanted to. It feels like here they're appeasing the rating board, and this movie drug out way too long. Now, I'll probably watch it again just to get another take on it, because I know it's going to happen.
Yeah, I'll watch it again. Sure.
But I was hoping this could be an annual viewing, and it doesn't have that potential for me right now.
Not even close for me.
What was that other movie recently where you said you were going to watch it every year?
Black Friday.
Black Friday,
That's
I
right,
will
that's
watch
right.
every year.
But there's very few movies you can watch around that time that actually
Thanksgiving
line up,
movies are a
so.
little bit harder to come by, and we love the horror genre, and it's, kind of fills that gap. So
And it does have good cast, so,
I had a lot more fun watching that than this.
I did too. And even that, I had lots of things to complain about, and I was still disappointed by it and had high hopes, but
Agreed. Yeah.
either way.
Who would you most like to bang in this movie? besides the reindeer?
Well, why don't you answer that first?
I think the one that got her head bashed.
I'm gonna go Beverly D'Angelo because I remember her in Vacation.
Beverly D'Angelo now.
Beverly D'Angelo.
Now
1976.
Now she's a nightmare. So
she just plastic surgery disaster.
I don't know. Like, people are probably thinking I would say David Harbour, but it's like, meh.
He's a bear.
I'm not into that. It's too hairy and not femme enough for me.
How
Gross.
tall is he?
Probably smells all manly and shit. Like, ugh, I don't want that near me.
He's one of those all natural Hollywood types.
You gotta say, I don't know. I just say Beverly D'Angelo, but I mean, I already said.
Just to say you did.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say John Leguizamo.
That's fair.
Now we're like 1990s John Leguizamo, like The Pest.
Literally, if I could choose the time period,
Yes.
it would be.
Or Super Mario Brothers era.
I would
No,
on
no.
the set of Super Mario
No.
Brothers.
Yeah.
On the
Oh,
set
yeah.
of Tu On Fu.
Oh shit.
That would be my choice.
God damn. he
Oh,
is in
that's
that, too.
actually a good
Ugh.
choice. Yeah.
That's a good
I'd
call
have
there.
I'd have an orgy with Swayze and
Can I wash your
Wesley
front?
Snipes
There's a whole new meaning when you talk about
and
that
Julie
movie.
Newmar.
Favorite quote? Don't have one.
This movie, I do not have a favorite quote.
I'll
didn't-
say Christmas dies tonight.
Fuck.
Christmas dies tonight.
That would be my favorite. Just because it made me laugh.
Rating.
How many candy canes do you give this movie?
What? No, out of what number? are we
I did
doing?
like
Are
some
we
of the
doing out
candy cane deaths. Those are kind of fun.
Are we doing out of 5 or out of 10?
5.
How many candy canes?
2.5.
I think that's a fair assessment. I'm gonna also give it 2.5 candy canes.
So I think it was competently made, except maybe the writing. But
I will give it a round 3. A whole
3.
number 3. I had a lot more fun, but I saw this on a bigger screen than you guys saw it on at the theater I went to.
Well, yeah, our theater had a pretty small screen, but
I mean,
it was still pretty big.
it was about,
closer you get
it
to
was
it, the
about
better it looks.
70 inches for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, mine looked, it was really small. It looked
I
like
was
12 inches.
I was the only one there.
It's 59 short of Kanye.
It looked like they needed to clean the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, let us know what you thought of this movie. Did you fall for the hype the media has made you believe this movie is, or did you see this and honestly assess it?
If you think it's the best Christmas movie ever made, hit yourself in the head with a tack hammer.
Jesus, Nick, that's
Oh my God. What is that from? What's the tack hammer from?
It was Black Sheep or Tommy Boy, whichever one it was, on the airplane.
Oh, okay.
It should
If
be.
you don't know how to work a seatbelt, ring the bell and Tommy will come along and hit you in the head with a tack hammer.
That's it, yeah.
Oh, it was Tommy Boy, I guess. Then.
Yeah.
'Cause I said Tommy.
Should have been like, if you think this is the best Christmas movie ever made, fucking nail yourself to a cross.
If it's the best Christmas movie you've ever seen, and
That was even worse.
and you haven't seen a lot of Christmas movies, maybe.
Or you just have bad taste. Who knows?
What movie do you watch to cleanse the palate of this?
Well, everybody likes to call everything epic and the best.
If I hadn't just watched Die Hard 2, Die Hard 2.
See, now that also, had we not watched Die Hard 2, like, tell everyone you know, like, before you see this movie, watch Home Alone and Die Hard 2.
Watch Fat
Both
Man.
of which I have seen right before this movie.
Watch
so.
Fat Man, as it's kind of a similar premise, but better. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
Mel Gibson's been canceled. He's in the same circle as Ye.
Yeah, but still.
The fucked up shit that he said and did to his wife is what got me. Not even the fucking Christian shit. I don't care about that as much. I could still watch his movies after he made Passion of the Christ and was like saying fucked up shit about Jews.
I still haven't seen Apocalyptico.
I heard that Ye's working on a new movie with him, though.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Sounds about right.
Sounds about white.
I didn't say that.
what you said?
Whatever you say, Nick. Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Whatever you say.
Oh, I fucking hate you guys.
What is this? Home Alone's for $7.
It's a fucking tree ornament, you cock bagel.
Well, we thought this was definitely a movie.
Yeah.
We were a little disappointed by it, but, you know.
It was the most violent Christmas movie released this month.
I'm kind of
So
a
far.
hater, so.
I
It's just in my
really
nature.
wanted to like this a lot more than I did.
I did too.
We still have Mean One to watch this month, though.
Ooh,
I'm probably gonna like that. That's probably much more my vibe of what
Yes.
this movie should have been. I feel like
Yes.
so.
Fucking weird darkness. Yes.
Well, I don't know. We'll have to see because this movie might, the Grinch one, the Mean One, might just be. It might not even do the thing either, but we'll see. Imagine if we got our hands on the rights to just do a Grinch movie. I mean, we theoretically could do one that and just.
My only gripe
not
from
name
the
it that
trailer
too,
is
but-
that they don't look like Whoville people. They don't have the upturned
I didn't even
nose
watch
and
the
shit.
trailer yet. I'm
Watch the
kind
trailer.
of raw yet.
Yeah, but I think who gives a fuck because that's a lot of extra money on special effects and makeup and shit.
Yeah,
So
this
who
was
cares?
definitely
They
made
did that
much
in that
more
Twilight
indie and then
Zone.
got picked up for press and stuff.
But yes, we will try to review that next week. So stay tuned.
We're
for
planning
that.
on it. Let us
Yeah.
know how many
Well,
candy
we'll
canes
see
you
if
gave
the
this movie.
theater around here has that.
No, well, that's going to streaming regardless. So, but that one's actually horror. So
Your home theater around here will have that for sure.
it's going to
So,
streaming.
all right, kids. We'll see you later.
Good night.
And have a pleasant tomorrow.
Fuck, where's the button?
Oh, you never
Well-
pushed record.
Did I? No, I did.
I was joking.
We gotta get the outro music in here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, we're still recording.
Yes,
Yeah,
we're
we're
still
still going.
recording.
Oh my god.
Now that the,
Oh,
peop-
this is a
the
regular
people already shut it
podcast.
off, but I want it to end formally. It's for me, not them. They've already shut it off, and if they haven't, thanks for listening to me and being here with me while I enjoy this and try to line it up perfectly to where I stop talking and then the vocals kick in on this song, or at least the sample does.
We had all three Wests on here tonight.
Thanks for showing me how much I hated this movie when I first left and thought it was fun, and then I got to thinking about it.
Hold on. We can go to your Facebook.
No, you're fucked. You're gone.
I said it was awesome. That's all I said. It was awesome.